Eagles. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Wilson, able to get this to Gordon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. First carry for a Kenosha native and former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
At the 20-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Short throw underneath to Hurst, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
5-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Big stop, let's go. Mike 5-4.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
Number
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the 2 winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these 2, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones, who beat the Seahawks 28-23.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Love. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Here's Thomas on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I...
And all the way in, touchdown, 69 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Love, they go play action now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Complete to
A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 50 yards.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. This is Gordon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Second and goal at the Packers' 4-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On third and goal, Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play.
A gain of 8.
But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Jones again. The
credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Love from the gun. They'll find Everett there, complete.
Love's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2. Love with it. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They go back to the ground with Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
27-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now Jones. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Love, this is 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are back within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 3rd down. Love throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, going for Jefferson down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back. They'll run here with Dillon. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
The score, Packers 14, Seahawks 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
A gain of
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up.
On the keeper. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
To Jefferson on the slant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Love now to pass on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Zay Jones, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will be a Packers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a second down throw for Love here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Love. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
14. Michael Dixon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him. But instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He's going to take off with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jones. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Again, it's Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. The throw right sideline here is complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Watch that in. Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3.
On second down, it's Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Down at the 4.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Love from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Packers. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Back at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 14. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Wilson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to look deep from, it's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 33 yards that time.
1st down, Seahawks.
Gordon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 9. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Love. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On play action, Love to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw now. Here's Love. There goes screen with Dillon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They find some open field here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
Game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Apparently, the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal at the 5.
One last shot for Wilson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. Will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
On second down, Dillon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
On the Seahawks' 46-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Open to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and 8 situation, a tough spot here in overtime of the opening drive. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the defense is going to use the first of their timeouts. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Gotta be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
15-yard line.
Second and 10. From the gun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down.
By Jair Alexander.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoffs.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.